Hey everyone, this podcast is part of Story Mode, the podcast network of Gamefully Unemployed. You can support us and gain access to other great exclusive podcasts like Tom and Jeff Watch Batman by heading over to patreon.com/gamefullyunemployed. That's patreon.com/GAMEFULLY unemployed, which is spelled like it sounds.
Hypecast mit Tom Reimann und David Bell.
Hello everyone.
Hi, everybody.
Oh man, welcome to another episode of Hypecast!
Hypecast.
It's the show where we get hyped about stuff and things. I'm your co-host, Tom Ryman.
I am your other co-host, David Bell.
And now a third person.
Oh, right, and I'm Hana Michels. Yeah, I always do that. I'm sorry.
Hi, Hana.
Everybody does
Hi.
it. We do this to everyone, and everybody always freezes.
Yeah, it is kind of on you.
It's a storied tradition at this point.
Yeah, it's designed to do this.
Hi,
you.
Hana. How you doing? Thanks for doing the show.
I'm pretty good. I mean, I was like here, so
Right.
yeah, pretty easy.
Yeah. I turned and I said, "Do you want to be on Hypecast?" And you said, "Yeah."
Yeah,
And that's how it all
because
happened.
I'm right here.
Yeah.
And
That's how the magic happened.
That's how the sausage is made.
But thank you for being on.
Yeah, for sure.
Well, thanks for having me.
We did spring it on you last minute, so
We did. But still.
I mean, again, I was right here.
Yeah.
yeah. But still, we understand the imposition and appreciate your time.
Yeah.
Well, thank you. Yeah.
All right.
An intro.
We should
did
probably
an intro.
Yeah, we did an intro. Now let's do an episode, Dave.
Okay.
How do you feel about doing an
we
episode?
We have some producers to talk about.
Oh God, yes we do.
Yeah, some new ones. Some new producers. So special thanks to definitely not Guillermo del Toro.
Wink.
I'm going to go ahead and say that's got to be Guillermo del Toro, right?
There's literally no other person it could be.
Thank you, Guillermo. Big fan. Also, the name's still technically pending, but Brian. Hey, Brian.
I know who this is.
Oh, okay. Does he have a preference?
I haven't talked to him yet about it, but no,
Brian.
this is actually a friend of mine. Like, I know this guy.
Brian. Hi, Brian.
So he's probably just fine with Brian. I don't know. We'll find out.
Do you have any cool nicknames like B-Dog?
He does, but I don't want to blow
No,
up his
don't
spot
blow him
by,
up. Yeah,
by
yeah,
saying
no, I get it.
what his actual real life nicknames are.
Right. But thank you, Brian. Also, thank you to Doc. Wear a mask, you fucks. Garby. Always a pleasure.
Topical.
Yeah. Thank you to Bob Grenville, of course. Thank you to Steven. Thank you to Down Home Chicken Peacock. Yeah. Thank you to Han Toomey, the Confused Cyborg. Thank you to Asking Seven. We got all right. Quick decision, you guys. So the next one
I think
used to be Happy Ed.
I think the obvious answer is, "Hey, fuck you, I'm Happy Ed."
All right. Thank you to Hey Fuck You, I'm Happy Ed.
Yep.
Thank you to I Was Born to Stare. Thank you very much.
I have no eyelids. Okay. Let me jump in here. Thank you to Dracula, the bus driving vampire. Thank you to
Thank you,
Tiger
Dracula.
Drawers, Pratt Thompson. Raindrops keep falling on my head.
Yeah, you sang it.
I did. I will sometimes, but not all the time. I'm going to keep you guessing.
We don't
Thank you
like
to-
being told what to do.
Fuck you, Dave. Thank you to Chloe Rice.
Thank you, Chloe.
Thank you to Dan Hackroyd.
Thank you, Dan.
Thank you to the Kool-Aid Man. Says, fuck it, use me to make a huge Molotov cocktail and burn it all down, comrades.
Woo!
Thank you to E.T., the extravagant terresticle.
Thank you.
Thank you to Cody Johnston's Time Machine Noise.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you to Pete Vorpagel.
Thank you, Pete.
And thanks to Glitterous.
Glitterous. Glitterous.
Mm-hmm.
Do we have to talk about this first thing? It's more just that Netflix put out a video saying we're going to make a fucking movie every week for the next year.
Yeah, Netflix put out a pretty massive sizzle reel that includes, I think, maybe like a handful of like really serious projects, and then serious meaning like big budget. Like there's a huge one with The Rock and Ryan Reynolds and Gal Gadot.
Yeah.
You know what?
Go ahead.
You know what I like to imagine? Just the hushed celebration that fell over the Netflix offices as the pandemic began.
Oh yeah.
Just the
horror.
Just the horror, and yet the intense greed that descended upon them as they realized what this would be for business.
Yeah, as what it would turn them into.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah, no, they you have to take their numbers with a grain of salt because they self-report like pretty much every other streaming service does. Although there are some, Nielsen does do some ratings, but they came out after that Robert Rodriguez movie, We Can Be Heroes, and oh shoot, there was another big Christmas one they had.
Oh jeez, who can say?
Or maybe that was it. Anyway, they were like, it was Netflix's biggest December, year over year, this year, and it's like, well, yeah,
No shit.
'Cause, like,
Of course.
Yeah.
everybody's home.
The fuck else are we gonna do?
Yeah,
You
I feel like
jackals.
they always rub it in our face with
Yeah.
the Adam Sandler films, where they're like,
Yes.
it was the most watched thing this year, and it's like, fuck you, we get it. People like Adam Sandler films.
Yeah, what am I
it's
going to do?
fine.
Not watch a free Adam Sandler film that's just right in front of me?
Exactly. That
That's
was
the
like-
thing. That's the difference, because his films were losing money for a long time, and then they became free.
Yeah. It's like Bird Box, where Bird Box was like their most watched thing, and it was like, yeah, because no one wants to go to a theater for Bird Box.
Yeah, nobody would
Yeah.
see that horse
But
shit in a movie theater.
People, but everybody will watch it in the background while
Yeah.
they clean.
Oh yeah.
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 I'll for sure put on an Adam Sandler film while I'm working.
Yeah. Fuck yeah. They're great for that.
But yeah, there's a bunch in here. We don't need to really go through it. I think we can
Yeah, just Leonardo DiCaprio with a beard.
Yeah, Leo with the beard. Yeah, for sure.
I don't know what that's all about.
Jason Momoa filming his I Love Movies promo. Like,
Do you
I
know
don't
how
know,
he
and
got that scar, by the way? I'm sorry, but do you know how he got that scar?
wasn't it like a bar fight or something? Something dumb?
No, that's the point. It is dumber than that. You know that restaurant next to UCB Franklin, Birds? He
Yeah.
got
Yes.
that scar from a fight at Birds.
Oh man, that's not even a bar.
Does
No,
he do like a Joker
That's a
thing where
fight
he changes
at
the story?
Birds.
that's a fight at Birds with some fucking improvisers.
We improvised a fucking slash on his head. That's for sure.
Jason Momoa?
No, I was just talking about how it's funny that he's like he looks like the scruffiest human being alive, and he's like filming his little I Love Movies to introduce
Yeah.
his, I forget the name of his movie that he's pushing, but it's like in the alley behind like a sheet metal factory.
Yeah,
It's just like it's like this is the energy I aspire to is
Yeah.
Jason Momoa cutting this promo
Also,
right outside where Flashdance was filmed.
I don't need a bunch of movie stars telling me why they love movies. I know why
I
they
know why you
love
love movies. It paid for your
Yeah.
mansion. That's
Yeah.
why you
know
love
why I
movies.
love movies? It's like, yeah, because you're fucking The Rock.
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't know.
what
I guess
else?
we'll be
what
covering
else
some
were
of
we
these.
going to do with you, The Rock? Like
Yeah.
you look at The
You
Rock. You're
belong
like,
nowhere else.
well, you're going to be in movies, obviously.
yeah.
What the hell else can we do with you?
Right. It's true.
Yeah.
All right, well, let's go to the next trailer. This is Cherry.
Mm-hmm.
This is Tom Holland continuing to act
Yeah. It's another
with the Russos.
with the Russo brothers. Yeah. I don't remember if they're directing it. I know they're producing it.
They are directing. I looked at the end.
Aha. All right.
This, I think, hot take, I think there's more to this trailer than they're letting on.
Probably, yes.
Okay, because it gives me Fight Club vibes. Not like it's like Fight Club, but if you go and watch the trailers for Fight Club, it's clearly whoever made the trailers was like, I don't know how to advertise this. I get that impression, where this is like something really weird. and they just don't quite know how to make a trailer for it. But I don't know what it could be.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's it looks like there could be some element that they're hiding, but basically it's Tom Holland is this guy who falls in love, then he joins the army and has a shitty time there, obviously because it's the fucking army.
Right.
And then he gets back and he starts robbing banks, but there's an element of like maybe time travel or not necessarily time travel, but like lost time, or there's some kind of element
or he can
here.
like see through time or something.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I don't know, man.
Or it
Something's
could be figurative and not literal, but they hit
Yeah.
on it a
Yeah.
couple of times in the trailer. So
Yeah, so
They repeat that see-through time line twice.
yes,
it's got some sort of weirdness. I don't know. Yeah, maybe it's like the Predestination, where they're like, Ethan Hawke's a time cop, and then you watch it and you're like, nope, that's not what this
This
is.
is not at all what this movie's about.
Yeah, I don't know, man. I'm curious. I'm very curious.
Yeah. It's coming to Apple TV Plus, so you may continue to be curious.
Never gonna see it. Never
Yeah.
gonna see it, folks.
Yeah.
There's this like cache of Apple TV things I want to watch, and I think when they hit like 20, I'll finally get it. Mm-hmm. Where they keep making stuff where I'm like, oh, that looks interesting, and I feel like combined, eventually I will buckle and get Apple TV.
Mm-hmm.
But not yet.
No, now is not the time.
No. Any other thoughts about this?
No.
I'm sensing no.
His wigs look incredible.
Yeah.
Yep.
He's not wearing like fanciful wigs. It's just you under like he spends most of this movie with his head shaved because he goes to the army. So it's like the pre-army stuff. He's just wearing this Joseph Gordon-Levitt wig, and it does not look natural whatsoever. And I love it.
Yeah.
Yeah. They are well adhered.
Yeah, for sure. Someone's doing a good job with those
Oh yeah,
wigs.
that fucker's not coming off his head, but
I appreciate Tom Holland. I think there needs, you know how like The Irishman, we've been de-aging actors. Mm-hmm. I feel like we need to age actors more because he's just got such a baby face.
he does.
That it's that thing. Like I think Leonardo DiCaprio had this problem for a while.
But yeah, no, if you age people with a baby face, you get an old baby.
Yeah.
That's the problem.
Yeah,
right.
no,
That would be disturbing.
Listen,
nobody wants an elderly baby.
I've looked into my future, you guys. It's scary.
Wait. What is this?
Look at this. Look at this fucking child star face. Look at this fucking... Look at this fucking... What's his name? Haley Joel Osment waiting to happen.
You have a Haley Joel face?
Yes.
I need to know more about this specific type of face.
We call that HJO face.
HJO face.
Yes.
Yeah.
I will never
It's an
be an
affliction.
adult. I will be a child who has seen some shit.
You look like a war-torn child.
Yes.
Yeah. You think Tom Holland's got that? I don't know if
Yes.
he's got child actor face. He just looks...
But he has child face.
He's got teen face.
He's got teen face. Yes. Yes.
He has
yes.
boy face.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. He's got a button nose that will not do well with time.
Yeah. He definitely has a button nose.
Okay, let's move on.
Sorry.
All right. Bliss.
Yes.
I'm curious about... I don't... What
This is like Owen Wilson in The Matrix and Salma Hayek as Morpheus.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's
This
exactly what it
is casting interesting.
This looks incredible.
Has Owen Wilson... He's gone like rogue. Owen Wilson. He's
gone
in that
off
other...
the map, yeah.
He's in that Marvel thing with like gray hair.
He's
and
in
it's
Loki.
like-
Yeah, he's in Loki.
Yeah. Is he at an age where he's just like, I don't fucking know anymore. I don't know. I'm
I
just
think
gonna
so.
do
Yeah,
whatever.
I think he's trying to figure out what second stage career Owen Wilson can be, because he can't play the same roles. He can't be like Dupree anymore.
Right. I mean, he can be in Wes Anderson until he dies.
Yeah.
Of course, yeah.
But yeah, I guess he needs something else besides like a yearly or I don't know. Wes Anderson puts out a movie actually more like every 5 years.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, the guy's got to eat, so he's just doing some shit.
Yeah.
Remember when he was in like Action?
Yes. Behind enemy lines.
That's wild.
Get directly out of my face.
But it feels like he's going back to that. Yeah, this is The Matrix with Selma Hayek and Owen Wilson.
Yeah.
I don't know how else to describe it.
No, it's
Yeah. It's the idea is, I guess there's like a thing in your nose, and like they simulate like bad realities to make you appreciate life. Is that what happened in the trailer?
That's what happened in the trailer, but
that's not the movie for now. Fuck you guys. Fuck you. No, no, get it away.
That is true. That's not a great movie.
Fuck
for
you.
Right now.
Appreciate what we have.
But I'm guessing, Tom, you were about to say it probably goes off the rails, right?
yeah, it looks like that's going to turn out to not actually be what's going on.
Yeah.
Yeah, it does. Yeah.
It's a sci-fi thriller-ish movie.
Yeah, I mean, I'll watch it. Of course I'll watch it.
Yeah, why wouldn't you? It's going to be on Amazon Prime.
Who said I wouldn't? Yeah, I'll watch the shit out of this fucking...
Who said I wasn't going to watch this?
Sci-fi.
I will fight them.
Yeah. I'll watch the fuck out of this. All right. Well, should we talk about Clarice?
I guess.
Yeah.
I feel the same.
Yeah. Who gives a shit?
Exactly.
Yeah.
Is it all flashbacks of Buffalo Bill? Is the idea is Clarice like after?
They don't have Hannibal, I don't think. So
I don't think so.
So
Yeah,
it's like,
How much can you do with this character? Why would you reprise it?
Yeah. Okay. Clarice Starling is an interesting character. I'm not going to take that. She's surrounded by actors who are fucking, chewing the scenery. But I always... Like Silence of the Lambs, Clarice is the core of that film.
yeah, of
You
course.
need her. She's the protagonist. She's very interesting. Jodie Foster's doing a great job. But if it's just like her in the country solving murders, I don't know, man. And then just having Buffalo Bill flashbacks.
She's an interesting character because she has things to react to, and I feel like this is just
Yeah.
the same things.
It's another procedural show that inexplicably decided to use Clarice as its main character.
You think she's finally going to go fight those lambs? That's
Yeah,
what it
man.
was, right?
Yeah, yep.
Okay, I watched that.
Yeah, because she's going back home, right? That's the whole thing.
Yeah,
is-
it's going to rip those lambs' dicks off.
Yeah, exactly.
That's what you get. That's
I'll
what
watch
you
the
get.
shit out of that.
She's going to be the Buffalo Bill of lambs.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know.
I really liked the Hannibal TV show, but Hannibal had the benefit of literally every other character from that franchise except for Clarice.
Yeah.
Right.
So, which there's a lot of characters in those books, and it just, I don't know why you would do this with just Clarice.
I don't
It
know.
also, fun fact, is the thing the Final Fantasy VII cult jumped onto.
What?
What?
I'm
Oh,
sorry.
I still
feel like
haven't
this is
heard
a-
about the final. I mean, I remember you mentioning it, but I still haven't read about
Yeah.
it.
Okay, it's a whole thing, and I apologize.
Everybody Google it.
Yeah. Just
'Cause-
Google Final Fantasy VII house. It's just one fucking house. One fucking house.
Yeah.
It's horrifying.
Oh my gosh.
Can confirm it's horrifying
People
and
are
also
terrible.
it's horrifying and also reminds me of apartments I've lived in.
Oh, me too.
Yeah. It's the nostalgic type of horrifying.
Yes.
If they cover that in this, but they won't.
No.
I don't know.
Why would they?
If I had access to CBS, I wouldn't not watch this, but I cannot
I wouldn't
lift
like.
a
I mean,
finger to watch this.
It's not
Dave, you
going to be the
didn't-
first thing.
Yeah.
Dave, you wouldn't even go to the CBS to watch the Picard show, so I don't know why
Well,
you're
that
telling
just-
why
that
you're
seemed
telling
bad.
us why you're telling us you might actually watch this Clarice show.
Well, okay. Well, do you want to hear the difference?
You
I
have
could
a
tell you the
cardboard
difference.
cutout of Patrick Stewart, like, right here.
Well, because the Picard show, if it lets me down, then that means something.
Right, that's
The
true.
Clarice
You
show, if it
zero
lets-
invested in the Clarice
Oh, yeah,
show.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is like I told you about that party. I didn't go up to the Mr. Show guys. Yeah, and I never will. Yeah.
Exactly. It's you never meet your heroes.
Yeah.
I walked through a crosswalk across the street with Bob Odenkirk. Somebody
You could
shouted
have tripped him.
Somebody shouted, "Hey Saul" at him, and he sighed heavily.
That's amazing.
Yeah, it was at the Disaster Artist premiere.
Oh, okay.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, the very last thing I did for crack before getting fired a week later.
Yeah.
Fun.
He's run into fucking Bob Odenkirk. All right. Well, everybody check out Clarice. We're all excited about it. This next one I am kind of excited about. Breaking news in
This looks
Yuba
great.
County.
This looks great. I'm
You know
really
what this
excited
looks
for
like?
this one, actually.
This looks like an elaborate, like Martin McDonagh like type,
Yes.
or like Guy
Yeah.
Ritchie type crime
Or it looks
thing. Only
it-
it's not all white dudes.
yeah.
It's that, but not all white dudes. And I'm like, oh,
Yeah.
cool.
Yeah.
it looks more cheeky than Martin McDonagh.
Yes, it does. It looks more
More black
Like,
comedy than Martin
little
McDonagh's like
little more
kind of
One Night
humorous.
in McCool's. Remember
Sure.
that fucking movie?
Sure.
Yeah,
I do remember One Night in McCool's.
it's not a good example.
No, it's a terrible example.
Yeah, but yeah, it's got that. It's more comedic for sure.
Yeah. Like there's comedic stuff in Martin McDonagh's movies, but not like this
Right.
is like a black comedy first and then whatever else.
Yeah,
But yeah, it's basically it's Allison Janney calls the police because her husband Matthew Modine is missing.
oh shit, that is Matthew Modine.
Yeah.
Fuck.
And like it becomes increasingly obvious that perhaps her husband's not missing. Perhaps
Yeah.
she's killed him.
Yes, she doesn't even seem to call the police first. She calls the
Right,
news.
she calls the
Yeah.
news. That's right.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
right. They make a point of that in the trailer.
Right. So it's I don't know. That looks fun.
Yeah.
Yeah, it looks like a really fun movie. It's got I remember being impressed
got
by
everybody.
the cast, and now I'm forgetting who's in it. Oh well,
It's got everybody.
it's got some
Just,
cool people in it.
Google
Yeah, just a
everybody in
shitload
that
of people.
season. It yeah, I don't know. Looks good. Any other thoughts on this?
No.
I'm sensing no thoughts. I'm sensing no more thoughts on this.
No, it looks funny. It looks fun.
I think it's the
Yeah.
thing that I'm most hyped about on this list.
The thing is, when these trailers happen, like you can't actually isolate the good jokes. So I have a lot of hope for this, more so than the trailer gave me, because
Trailers always
you just,
Oh, yeah.
you
Yeah.
can't do it. Yeah, no,
Yeah.
it doesn't work like that. So
comedy trailers are the worst.
they are.
yeah,
They are
I tend
the
to
literal fucking worst.
Yeah, it's impossible. I tend to usually just bank on I like the cast or I like,
Yeah,
like
or
the
the
writer
tone,
or the director or the
yeah.
tone. Yeah. It's like,
Yeah.
well, I'll trust that because comedy trailers are fucking trash.
Yeah, I like all of those in this, so I'm probably going to like this.
Yeah. All right, next trailer is for Son of the South. Produced by Spike Lee.
That's the only thing.
That's what I said.
Yeah, that is literally the only thing that made me not write this movie off entirely.
Because it's about a heroic white guy standing up to racism.
It's the Montgomery bus boycott, only they've inserted a white character as the main guy. And I was like, okay, get fucked. Like we had so many other ways to tell the story, but then it's like executive produced by Spike Lee. I'm like, all right, well, maybe there's something to this.
Yeah, or Spike Lee's just getting paid.
That's true, yeah, but he doesn't do that.
I don't think so.
You know what I mean? Like he kind of doesn't really attach his name to projects that he's not like on board with.
Yeah.
He's not like Spielberging it over there.
Yeah, that's true.
Like Transformers,
I mean-
sure, whatever.
Can you imagine if
Spike Lee.
Spike Lee had his name on his
Producing
Transformers? That'd be amazing.
Yeah.
I'd be all for it because he'd be getting money.
Fuck it, yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, exactly. It's exactly that. Is that Spike Lee's name's on it, and therefore I'm a little more hopeful. It's based on a true story,
Sure.
and it's a white guy
I mean, so was Green
deciding
Book.
not to be racist. So is Green Book.
Yeah. So
Look-
it's just like,
I think we can have movies about white people not being racist.
yes. I think it's just that we've had decades and decades of them. So
Yeah.
it's like,
Yeah.
let's put some other stories.
Yeah. Or seeing things through the white guy lens.
Yeah, if there's a reason, if there's a modern or like sensible reason.
They did put a few scenes of this guy like grappling with his privilege at
Yeah.
some point. So
Yeah.
maybe it leans more into that.
Yeah, the reason can't just be how amazing is this that this white guy isn't racist.
Right. And I had that same thought, like that like raised a flag to me too, Hana, that scene where he's like, I just walked through the line and nobody bothered me. Like if Spike Lee's attached and they're using that viewpoint to maybe try to show all these goofy white people who are still grappling with the concept of white privilege, then maybe that's what this movie is.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Maybe. Yeah, I don't know.
I don't know.
Yeah.
We're all...
Yes.
we just have to see it. We'll just have to watch it. Right?
Yeah.
Yeah, we don't really know enough.
And then they got it. They got us.
It's got Lucas Till from the MacGyver reboot.
Oh, good.
Yeah. MacGyver himself.
Is he one of the racists?
He's the main guy.
Oh, okay. Good for him.
Yeah, I don't know who that racist guy was.
I don't know.
I thought I recognized him, and then they flashed the name, and I was like, nope, I don't know that actor.
I don't know that racist guy. All right, next trailer is To All the Boys, Always and Forever. Hana, you know what this is.
Well, I saw the first movie. This is the third.
Okay. I didn't know this was the third.
Yeah, the first movie is a genuinely cute rom-com.
Okay.
That's what I've heard, yeah.
Yeah, it's a solid movie. I didn't feel like there needed to be a first sequel, and this feels very much the same.
Rom-coms don't require sequels.
No.
In general, it seems.
In general, but I mean, sure.
Okay.
I mean, I'm not hating on this movie. It's just, I don't know.
Yeah.
It's a high school girl about to get ready to go to college, and she's wrestling with her boyfriend over what their college plans are going to be. And that's like a real thing that kids go through. So I'm not hating this movie.
Yeah, that's the movie.
It's definitely drawing on like real experiences people have, and you know, I don't know.
Yeah.
It's free, so I might watch it.
I mean,
That should be the tagline
Yeah.
of this movie.
yeah,
It's free.
It's free. it's. I mean, I'm a 38-year-old man, so this is not a movie for me. Clearly,
No,
so
they did not have you in mind when they wrote this movie.
Nor should they have. It is not for me.
Yeah, it's for teenagers. Whatever.
Yeah, sure.
Fuck them. I'll watch it. They can't tell me what to watch. I'm going to watch this.
We stay, just sit in and just fucking watch.
I'm going to watch this alone.
You can't tell me I can't watch this
Yeah.
movie. Nobody's trying to tell you you can't. You can't tell me I can't watch it. To all the
Yeah, I'm
boys, I
busting-
love you.
Is this in theaters? I'm gonna go viral. Tipping over a kiosk at a movie
Yeah.
theater.
Handcuff
This was
yourself to a
always
TV
Netflix,
playing this
too.
movie. Yeah, it's never been in the theater.
That'll make it even better. I'm gonna
The
go to a
first one
theater
was Netflix
and be
when
like, one
theaters
ticket.
were open.
Yeah, I'll go to the theater and be like, one ticket to All the Boys, and they're like, weird, that's not playing. And I'm like, oh, I see how it is. You
There's
won't let me.
America.
And then I'll throw a fit.
Yeah, and then you wear a mask that says censored on it.
Yeah, exactly. All right. Anyway, good for this fucking movie.
Sure, yeah. I'm not hating it.
Final movie is Flora and Ulysses. I'm hating this.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, this
Listen.
is a dopey kids Disney movie on Disney Plus. It's based on a book. It's just this little girl who befriends a squirrel that's also apparently a superhero.
Is it though, or is it a disruption? Because this squirrel looks like a fucking problem. It's not doing heroic stuff. It's just trashing things. Like, it's just a problem in this trailer.
Yeah, I don't know. I know. Yeah.
I don't know. I have a feeling I'm going to side with the villain on this one. The animal control.
The villain is Danny Pudi.
Danny
Yeah.
Pudi. Yeah, I'm on Danny Pudi's side here.
Trying
'Cause
like
he's
hell to catch this squirrel.
Well, this little girl's like, this squirrel's a superhero. And it's like, just like tearing ass through a store and it smashes
it's
through
like,
a window.
it's
And
okay.
it's like,
It's-
and they're
it's
like,
like-
it's
Yeah.
flying. And I'm like, it's not flying. It is fucking just jumping through a fucking window. Someone needs to kill this squirrel.
I mean, they are giving us, because this movie's not for us, and they are giving us as adults who do not have children the exhausting experience
Yeah.
Right.
of what it must be like.
I was
And
gonna
I'm
say.
sure kids fucking love it. I'm sure kids
Yeah.
will love this.
Oh, sure. Yeah, this is the kind of movie that when I was 6, I probably would have put on repeat.
Yeah.
What I was gonna say is it just circling back to what Dave is like. Is the squirrel a superhero, or is it just a problem? It's just like it's just from everything you see, where she's just like interpreting things that it's doing as these superhero. Like it's flying. It's like, no, it got catapulted through the air through some donuts.
Yeah.
Is the squirrel a superhero, or are her parents getting divorced?
Yeah, that's a good point.
Yeah.
You're right. That must be the point of this stupid movie.
This
right?
movie is why kids should be on leashes. I'm pro kid leash now.
Oh yeah. Yeah. I don't. This is just a squirrel with rabies. At best.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody's gonna have to get at least 3 different kinds of shots after
Yeah.
Yeah.
This is gonna be like a bridge to Talibithia or whatever case where
Terabitha.
whatever where the kid's dead.
I'm sorry, Dave. Hold on. No, you tried to breeze right past that. You said bridge to Talibitha.
Whatever.
So
man.
you were close to saying bridge to Taliban. Like that's the word
Yeah,
your
it was
brain
ha-
had
it
seized
was-
upon.
Not the word, but
Look.
it was halfway between Tabitha and Taliban.
I've only seen this movie once, and I promise you, if you asked me to say it right again, like this right now, I wouldn't be able to. I've already forgotten what you corrected me,
were
Tom.
the Taliban in it?
Try it.
Whatever. It's the barge to Tehran.
The barge to Terea.
You know the movie, The Kid's Dead. It's the one where the kid's dead, and Robert Patrick's there, I think.
Sure, why wouldn't he be? I would expect to
It's-
see him at the scene of a dead kid.
Yeah.
It's kind of his bag. Not anything. I mean, I'm just saying. I don't know what you guys think. I'm talking about the T1000. I don't know what you guys
Yeah.
think about.
Yeah.
Legally, I meant the T1000.
Sure. Yeah, Robert Patrick is not a child murderer. We would never claim that about him.
Yeah, we would never say such a thing about John Doggett.
He loves his Harleys. I follow him on Twitter. He loves his Harleys, and he is, I think, he's not in. I don't want to say into Trump, because I think he's been real quiet now. But I think he's like a conservative Harley guy. That's who Robert Patrick is.
It checks out.
Yeah, use that information whatever way you'd like. What were we talking about?
We were
I'm
talking
breaking
about.
up with you.
You heard it here, folks.
Look, it was a long time coming.
We could probably
Bridge-
move on.
Okay, we won't
I
talk
think
about which movie.
Bridge to Talabatha.
Yeah, point is that this squirrel. I don't know. I think there's death in this, and there's something wrong.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's the only way to explain it. We should
Yeah.
move on to news stories, you guys.
Bridge to
Enough
Talia Shire.
fucking- Yeah,
All right.
enough pussyfooting, you guys.
Yeah,
enough
yeah,
delays.
yeah.
Let's
I
move
had
on to
that
news stories.
word was in my head during the introduction, so it's interesting that you picked that out.
Which word?
Pussyfooting. I was gonna say that. I was gonna literally say what you just said.
It's a great word.
Yeah.
All right.
First, we have some producers to thank.
Imagine that.
Yeah.
How about that?
Including but not limited to. Thanks for having Jason Pargin on. Here's $25. Thank you. Thank you to the Midnight Patron. What patrons at midnight? Thank you to Exploding Runes. Thank you very much. Thank you to Andrew. How? Thank you. Thank you to Vincent. Thank you to Rev MD. Thank you very much. Thank you to John Muniz. Thank you. Thank you to Wavy Rancheros. You're great. You're great.
Oh man, you're wonderful. You're wonderful, kid.
You're great.
You're great. Let me step in here. Thank you to Dr. DNA. Thank you to Lauren Gucci.
Thank you.
Thank you to James Rainey.
Thank
you to Bootler Bootlesson.
Thank you.
Thank you to Grumblebee.
Thank you.
Thank you to Tux.
Tux.
Thank you to Shepard Mulch Diggums.
Mulch.
And thank you to Norm from Cheers.
Norm. Thank you.
Norm.
So, Tom, is this Chris Evans thing true?
I can't comment.
Okay. So are you Chris Evans?
I am not Chris Evans.
Do you represent him?
Despite the powerful internet rumor. No, I've heard... All I can say is I heard that there's more to this story.
Here's my guess.
But nobody can say yet.
My guess is that he shows up briefly. The news story is that Chris Evans might return as Captain America. I hate.
Well,
but I think it's just going to be flashbacks or some shit.
Well, the other wrinkle is that Chris Evans tweeted. He just tweeted 3 words. He said, "News to me."
Oh.
But there may be some other elements to this story that may or may not. I don't know. It's as of right now. He's saying no, or at least he seems to be indicating no. So who knows?
Okay.
There's a non-zero chance that he might be back as Captain America. It appears.
I would appreciate it if the people who are dead stay dead. Not that he died.
He's not dead. He's just old.
He turned into Joe Biden.
He did. He anamorphed into Joe Biden.
He did in the final one.
And it is
but you know
staggering.
what I mean? Is things need to stay.
Right. They need to let the closure remain closed.
Yeah, maybe a hologram or two of Robert Downey Jr. You know, if he wants to buy a new boat.
Yeah, there's an arc in the storyline where Tony Stark dies, but then becomes essentially the Jarvis voice for somebody else in the armor, and that's something he could easily do if he wants to.
And
put a couple more kids through college.
Yeah, gobble that shit up.
Yeah,
but I don't know. Unless we get the adventures of old ass Captain America, just being old,
his brittle bones kicking people in the chest.
Yeah, eating cream of wheat.
Yeah, drinking Metamucil.
Yeah. I'll watch that. Fuck it.
Yeah.
All right. Any other thoughts on this?
I'm barely awake.
Okay.
That is
not
fair.
it for you, huh? Marvel's not it for you?
It hasn't been it lately.
Okay. Yeah, that's fair.
I've seen the first couple episodes of WandaVision. It's pretty good.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah?
I'll get around to it.
Yeah, it's fun.
Cool.
What about this? What about Nicole Kidman and Javier Bardem playing Lucille Ball and Desi Arnaz? And like that's all well and good until the word Aaron
and then
Sorkin
they
comes
throw
in.
this fucking grenade in there.
Yeah, and it's like, what the fuck is happening? I heard about this.
Damn it, Aaron Sorkin! I saw this. I heard about this.
No, I was looking up Aaron Sorkin's filmography, and I noticed that he was making a biopic for Lucille Ball, and it was like.
One time, I just got to tell you this: that my grandpa told me that he wished that female comedians had poise and boundaries like Lucille Ball, and I farted at him.
Nice, just like Lucille Ball would.
Yes.
She'd have grabbed him by the scalp and shoved his face into her anus, and then ripped the fart.
Yeah.
Yep.
Just parted his hair.
Yeah.
Queen of comedy right there.
Yeah. So good on you.
Yeah, no, that's fucking power move.
Okay, here's the thing though. That's why Aaron Sorkin can't do this.
Right. Well, evergreen statement
that's
is
a
that's
massive
why Aaron
reason
Sorkin.
Why there's a number of reasons, but that's like a huge one.
Aaron Sorkin, what do we do with him? What do we do with Aaron Sorkin?
But the thing is Aaron Sorkin would make to piggyback on what Hana said. Aaron Sorkin would 100% make this movie focus on Desi Arnaz with Lucille Ball as a secondary character.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Aaron Sorkin would do that shit.
Yeah.
100%.
It's going to be something exhausting, right? Because Aaron Sorkin's involved. But what do we do? Where do we put Aaron Sorkin? I don't know either. He just should make more sequels to The American President.
Do we have bunkers? Yes.
Bunkers?
Okay, that works.
Stick him in a bunker?
Put him in a bunker where he just writes courtroom dramas.
Yes. Courtroom dramas, and then give those courtroom dramas to someone else who can make them less like Aaron Sorkin.
Less Aaron Sorkin-y. Delete all the repeated jokes.
Uh-huh. And the weird optimism and God, have you watched his new one yet, Tom?
Good God, no.
I want people to watch it. It's so funny. And it's not trying to be.
I did watch Molly's Game recently.
Is that him?
Yeah, he wrote and directed it. He actually got nominated for Best Adapted Screenplay for it.
I have no hate in my heart for Aaron Sorkin. It's not hate. It's like
it's more of a system that props up Aaron Sorkin in the wrong places.
Yeah.
Yes.
It's like how you. Yeah, exactly. He means well. I think it's just people need to say, you know what, Aaron?
He's good
Why
at
don't
some
you take
things.
a break?
Yeah.
Yeah,
but-
he needs to hear the word no for others.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. Exactly. Well,
Yeah.
should we talk about how Army Hammer eats people?
Okay.
Definitely, how he definitely eats people.
This was barely a news story this week.
Yeah.
Cannibalism was barely a thing that we even mentioned or noticed.
Yeah. We don't.
man.
Fuck are we living in?
We don't tend to talk about celebrity gossip. He did drop out of something
He dropped out of the J-Lo comedy Shotgun Wedding.
because he eats people.
I mean, you know I have
no.
a lot of thoughts about
Okay.
cannibalism, but we don't
Yeah.
have to.
So he doesn't eat people?
No, here's what it is. Okay, this is the story. This is actually kind of frustrating, so I'm glad we're talking about it.
Okay. Good.
But I'll go through it briefly because it's a bummer and I don't want to belabor it. But okay, so messages leaked where first of all, Army Hammer is into BDSM.
Sure.
And he's a dom. But
Why do we know this?
No one thought this wasn't some sort of roleplay shit.
Yeah.
Right. Okay. So if everybody already knows, like messages have leaked before of him talking to other women, and it's this, it's just
an issue of this needs to be a conversation first. Right?
Right. Well, yeah. I'm not sure if that was or wasn't the implication there, but with these messages, he's talking to another woman, and they're doing dom sub role play, but he talks about tearing her heart out and holding it in his hand, and he's like, "Wow, that really turns me on, and I'm going to eat this heart." And it's like, okay, that's like pretty grim, like that's pretty wild and potentially embarrassing, but it's like if it's two adults doing
Two
dom sub,
consenting adults.
like yeah, it's nobody's business.
There's no problem.
And his team is trying to obfuscate the issue by calling it, people are just kink shaming him, and he had like a public statement that was really strange. But the issue is that Armie Hammer has a lot of allegations from women who he's engaged in these sexual encounters with, where he's gone too far, hasn't stopped when they said to, has injured or hurt them, and there's a bunch of really not cool things floating out about him, and this particular aspect of him
So
he's
probably a bad person.
Yes.
He eats people emotionally.
Well, that's the
Right.
thing. Like, no one ever thought he was actually eating people. It's just
Right.
the fact that, like, you don't start off with that. You don't.
No, yeah.
You don't open with "I'm going to eat your heart."
Right. I think it's
Right.
also with.
Go ahead.
It
Also,
sounds
okay.
like the allegations are probably. It sounds like he didn't choose to quit this movie. It's probably, or I'm sure there's just more to it.
Yeah, no,
it's
there's more
just. I think
pending.
what it was that came out, and then people were like, "Does he eat people?" And he's like, "I'm quitting this movie," and he left. And it was like, "Motherfucker eats people," just because it felt like
Yeah.
an admission of guilt.
Here's
But
a-
I know, no one actually thinks Armie Hammer eats people.
But the thing is, look, I'm gonna out myself as a real fucking creep right now.
Yeah, let's do it.
I've read some conversations between real cannibals,
Okay.
translated from German.
Okay.
Obviously.
This is new. This is
Oh
new
yeah,
for
I
me.
know.
Okay.
I know that story.
The My Ways case. Yes.
Yes, yeah.
Okay. So those internet forum conversations, strikingly similar in tone and cadence.
Yeah.
Granted, translated from German.
So you're saying he's not a cannibal, but he sounds like a cannibal.
He sounds like a cannibal in history, recent history. Yes.
Okay.
He
He sounds like a notable cannibal.
Yes.
yeah.
All right.
My only
Interesting case.
Oh yeah, it's a fascinating case. That's the one where the guy put out an ad, right?
Yeah. It's like a real moral quandary.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like the guy put out an ad, "I want to be killed and eaten."
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
And then someone's gonna. Yeah. Someone's
Somebody
gonna be like, sure,
responded to it. They're like, "Sure, man."
Man. Yeah.
yeah,
the fact that he sounds like a scumbag, because I did think it was. I didn't know about the scumbag part. I thought it was just consenting adults, kink, and we're all yanking his chain.
I don't think just people wouldn't release those. I mean, I guess some people sure, but
yeah,
most
but now
people would not do that to themselves in order to release those conversations.
Right.
Unless
Now that it
they
sounds
did not
like-
consent to those
If
conversations.
it sounds like he's a scumbag, then it's like, you know what?
Oh yeah.
Fuck this cannibal. I don't give a
Right.
shit.
Yeah. Sure. It's like
yeah, that's what it is.
That's the only like the all the cannibal memes are, like I said, it's a little frustrating because it's sort of obfuscating what the real issue is, and that he's got lots of credible allegations of using these dom sub encounters to assault women.
Right. It would be really easy for the world to keep spinning and that to get lost in this.
Yeah.
Which is
And
what they're
people would
hoping
be like,
for.
remember how we made fun of him for being cannibal?
Yeah.
All right, moving on. And it's
what-
like,
it's what-
no.
It's definitely what Armie Hammer and his people are hoping for. Like his statement about quitting Shotgun Wedding,
That's
the J-Lo
true.
movie.
That was really creepy.
It was so weird. He was like, "I don't have time for these anyway. I'm walking away
That
from this
was the
picture
shit.
to spend time with my kids." It's like, what the
Yeah,
fuck?
that was the shit where it's like, this sounds like someone who just got caught for being a cannibal.
Yeah.
Like he's clearly guilty of something.
Right. It's like when you catch
yeah.
somebody stealing. Like, I'm not going to sit here and be accused of stealing. I quit. It's like,
Yeah,
well,
exactly.
well, you're fired because we caught you stealing. But anyway, that's the
right.
Armie Hammer tea, I guess.
Let's talk about something I guess equally as cheery. That there's a John McCain biopic coming out.
Sure.
We just talked about cannibalism.
Yeah, but this is, I don't know if this is worse or better. His
No,
wife,
but that's what I'm saying.
yeah, his widow is producing. Whatever. It can't be fun. It can't be fun to watch a John McCain biopic,
No.
right? Like from beginning to end, it can't be fun.
Right. It's like it's going to begin with like, oh, I spent years in a prison camp where I got my legs
Right.
broke to.
And then it's going to end with
It's going
the Trump stuff.
It's going to end with him. Oh, I compromised all of my. I severely compromised myself to run for president in 2000, and then
Yeah, it's going to be the Palin shit.
Yeah, and I got yelled at by a fucking twerp douchebag doofus, and just took
Right.
it. Like
Here's the thing.
publicly was like, you can't say that to me. I'm John McCain, and then just would go ahead and vote for like 98% of Trump shit anyway.
Right. So this is the thing. If there was a biopic on McCain that noted that, because Sarah Palin was kind of not the first thing, but boy, did she help get us to where we are now. And so John McCain does have kind of a legacy that's important to discuss and examine. That I don't think this movie will do.
No, hell no.
Yeah. So I don't know. Who do you think is going to play him? John. I don't know. Is it going to be old John McCain? It'll probably be like all ages.
Probably be all age John McCain. Like they'll cast somebody like a Christian Bale.
Oh yeah. Yeah. Fuck it.
I don't give a shit. I'm not going to watch this. John McCain sucks.
Yeah. Yeah. All right.
Fuck you, John
Man.
McCain.
So that's the movie news.
Yeah.
All right. Should we move on to some more producers?
I think we should.
All right. Thank you to Space McNulty. Thank you very much. Thank you to Hiram. Thank you. Thank you to Oh Great, It's That Guy. Thank you very much. Thank you to Nolan Mayton. Thank you. Thank you to Normal Man Andrew McGuire. Thank you very much. Thank you to Ozzy. Thank you to AJ. Thank you to Tip Drizzle.
Oh, always.
Yeah. Thank you to Frank Lee Amish. Thank you.
Let me jump in here. Thank you to Burrito Mouth.
Thank you.
Thank you to Mrs. Voitis. Thank you to the ghost of Dave Thomas.
Thank you.
Thank you to Aaron Burser.
Thank you.
Thank you to David Knife Boot Hinson,
Knife
MBA CPA. Thank you to Christopher Robert Sparts Esquire.
Thank you.
Thank you to Mackenzie Righteous Hand and Lizard People Chill.
Thank you.
Thank you to Funky J.
Funky Jesus.
And thank you to Pie Guy.
Pie Guy.
Now,
Pie
Dave,
Guy. Yeah.
I'm not going to pussyfoot around it.
Oh.
Do you have a movie that deserves more hype?
I do.
Oh, shit.
I super do. This comes out February 12th. And it is called Crazy Samurai 400 versus 1. I'm guessing there's some translation there in the title. Because it does have, I think it has multiple titles, but if you Google it, you'll find this. This is based off a real person.
Oh, yeah.
That Hana knows about and can explain it.
Shit.
Fucking
Yeah,
maniac.
please.
I'll just explain to you real quick what this movie. It's what it sounds like. It's 400 people versus 1. It's about a 90-minute long movie, and 77 minutes of it is done in one continuous shot of sword fighting. So that's
wild.
That's why the movie's awesome.
Here's why that makes sense.
Yeah.
The battle never stopped for the real Miyamoto Musashi. This is a samurai who accepts his first challenge to duel at 12.
Nice.
Okay? His uncle goes to the samurai who was looking for challengers within his area and is like, hey, that person who just accepted your challenge, that was my 12-year-old nephew, so could you not murder him? And the guy goes, sure, yeah, just as long as he apologizes. So Musashi goes, meets the samurai, and fucking kills him.
Of course he does.
He spends the rest of his life as a ronin rather than being attached to that's a roaming samurai rather than being attached to any particular person to defend.
Oh, we've seen the Pusher episode of X-Files. Yeah.
Just fucking murdering anyone, accepting any fucking challenge. And the second a challenge is issued or accepted to him, here's the difference between him and other samurai, is that to him, the second something is accepted, it's on. So he would engage in the craziest psychological warfare. His entire life was one long battle. That's why this fucking works.
So it's fitting that they do it as a literal battle, 400 people versus 1, which didn't actually happen, but it's it symbolizes this person really well.
It's his life, basically. Yeah. I mean, he spent a lot of his life on psychological warfare, even if it was just fucking sleeping in before a battle just to infuriate someone.
Right. It's, by the way, I just chose this because of the fucking oneer, and then Hana-san was like, I know who that person is.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, that's dope. Yeah.
Dude was a fucking maniac. He bought his children.
I mean, they're his children.
I mean, no. I mean, he bought children.
Tom, you are recreating an exact conversation I had with Hana.
Yeah. No, this is my linguistic error. I mean, he saw a couple 12-year-olds and was like, yeah, hey, can I buy those children from you?
Right. He went to the child shop and said 2, please.
Yes.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Yeah, he never had a partner or anything. So when he retired, he just bought children.
Sure.
That was you buried the lead there. He retired.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. This dude retired with no further challenges.
So he was not killed.
Never. He beat all comers. There were
man.
There were dojos that he would go to where he would beat 3 challengers in a row, and just at a certain point, why keep challenging him?
Yeah,
right. It's like John Wick 3, where it's okay, guys, why?
Where it's just leave him alone.
Yeah,
really, you think you're gonna be the one that cashes that check?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's incredible. So this movie, I mean, I don't know anything about the quality. I haven't seen reviews. Maybe it's a real slog. All I know is that it's a fucking samurai battle that's a oneer with one guy fighting 400 guys. So fucking, I don't know. At least check out the trailer. What's this person's name, Hana?
Miyamoto Musashi, I think.
Okay.
Yeah.
And I guess Google this person because
God, yes.
They sound pretty rad.
Yeah. I think if you Google him, you just get a bunch of fucking bird drawings, because that's what he did when he retired. Just fucking bird drawings. He just drew birds.
He fucking George W. Bushed it.
He did.
Killed just as many people and then went and fucking drew.
Draw fucking birds.
With fucking swords, yes.
Oh my God.
If
fucking weird.
I mean, if George W. Bush had committed his war crimes with a sword, we'd have to be. Well, I mean, he might have to give it to him.
If he went over there, he went over there with a sword, like, I'll take care of it. We'd be like, okay, I guess he's gonna.
I guess we just kind of have to give that one to him.
Right. It would be a very different conversation about. We'd still call him a monster, just for like more like different reasons. Where he's just Anywho.
Yeah. Apparently, this is a
Fucking
battle
samurai.
I don't know about. It's the most famous battle that he fought in. I know about other weirder battles.
Sure.
I know about the weird ones.
Sure.
I don't know that this is. I didn't know this was based on a real one, which I just read
is
off
it?
of your notes.
Oh
I
shit!
just
I
read it
gotta
off of
read
your
my notes.
fucking notes. Yeah.
So this is fucking a real battle.
Well, I
where he
doubt
fought-
there were 400 people.
Okay.
But you know,
It's based off like
Wait.
a story he told his friends.
okay, this might be one of the battles where there is a battle where he defeats some it's like one dojo. He kills the head guy,
Okay.
right, in a challenge, kills his brother, and then the only one left is a 12-year-old, so they send a shitload of reinforcements, and he kills the 12-year-old immediately.
Ah, damn.
Of course, yeah.
Yeah.
Shouldn't
Just
have
like
fucked with
Bush.
him.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, he did his first murder when he was 12, why not?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Exactly. Wow. I gotta get you a sword.
God damn, fuck.
I'm
This,
gonna buy you a sword.
I learned this from a puppet show about history. Don't get me another fucking sword.
All right, I'll
I
get
have
you a puppet.
so many
I'll get you a
weapons.
puppet.
Yeah, get me a puppet.
Yeah.
The puppet needs to have a sword, though, or else
Yeah.
What's-
Puppet
what's
should
the
have a
point?
sword.
God damn it. Oh
little
my
puppet
God.
sword. It's not
Little
your. It's the
puppet sword.
puppet sword. It's not your sword.
I wrote
Yeah.
one article in 2017, and it's become my life.
Mm-hmm. Well, you're getting a sword, one way or another.
I already have these. What are they?
They're called size.
I already have
They're
fucking
they're for your
size.
protection.
All right. I think that's a
Anywho.
sode.
I think that's a sword too.
Yeah.
Hana, thanks for being on here.
Thanks for having me. I was just here again.
Yeah. Well, do you have anything you'd like to tell people, to plug?
Yeah.
A message, anything?
Please don't buy me swords.
All right.
All right.
Anything else you want to plug? Nothing else?
Oh wait, we have a thing.
We have a thing. Oh, we will
Have
have a
we
thing. Maybe
started the
wait.
thing?
We shouldn't.
We should probably start.
I'm gonna
with it.
wait. I'm gonna wait to tell people.
We have a lot of research.
There's another podcast coming out, folks. That you. It doesn't matter. People probably already know from Twitter.
Yeah. I always jump the gun on that because I think, well, this is going to make me work, and no.
No, it doesn't.
No.
That's that is a logical fallacy. I have fallen for
yeah.
it many times myself.
It just causes shame.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
But check that thing out that we didn't really describe.
We haven't.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we haven't done any work for yet.
We also have we got this Patreon, Tom. You know
We
about
do.
our Patreon?
We do.
It's,
I've heard of it.
You don't want to plug your Twitter or anything, Hana, right?
Oh, sure.
Okay.
It's at HANAMICHELS. I know. I can't do anything about it. It's just it my parents. Anyway, it's my name, and if I think I'm 300 away from 20K. If I get 20K followers, I am going to film myself sleeping in a cardboard box like Garfield on a Sunday night, waking up on Monday morning and going back to sleep.
Oh, well, yeah, do it. Follow her.
Yeah.
Yeah, do that. Let's make this
Yeah.
happen.
Yeah.
Give me a Garf night to remember.
Make her do that.
Anyway, if you clack on the keyboard and you go to patreon.com/gamefullyunemployed, you can find our Patreon page. There's exclusive podcasts there, like Tom and Jeff Watch Batman, and Fox Mulder is a Maniac. There's other tiers, including the tier where you get a shout out on Hypecast. So check that all out.
We also have a store at tpublic.com/store/gamefullyunemployed where you can check out t-shirts, masks, mugs, posters, stickers, all kinds of things. Check that out.
Yeah,
Do that thing. Yeah.
We should sell swords.
We should sell puppets too, honestly.
Puppets.
We should sell puppet swords.
Puppet swords. Yeah,
Yeah.
just felt swords for
Which I
puppets.
think is technically just a sword.
Well, but little.
Right, but smaller.
Yeah.
And maybe with googly eyes.
Yeah.
All right. Say goodbye, everyone.
Bye.
Bye. Our music is produced by Chris Corlew. You can follow him on Twitter at @thecorlew, Corlew, and find more music at shipwreckedsailor.bandcamp.com. Our artwork is produced by Justin Brown. You can follow him on Twitter at @JustinTBrown, and find more of his artwork at artnessbyjustinbrown.com and justinbrown.info.